Hi everyone. So today I wanted to do an introduction to my channel so that people who visit my channel, who subscribe, know what I'm doing because it's kind of hard to tell for those who really don't know much about channeling. So yes, I do channel spiritual beings, aliens. I make my connection through meditation, and I let positive information and messages come through me. And these messages are meant to help with the soul growth, soul expansion, and of course, most importantly, assist in the awakening process. This is the day and age that we are going through an awakening of what is already inside of us. We all have this information. So by different channelers coming out and delivering these messages in different ways, from different perspectives, the idea is that the masses will start resonating with these different perspectives, and they can go through their own awakening. So anyway, my journey, a little more about me. My journey actually started at a very young age. I just didn't know what was happening. I didn't know who was talking to me. But I did, at a very young age, hear and see spirits. And it used to frighten me. My mom would tell me stories of me just talking to objects and things, and she would ask me, who are you talking to? And I would just point and say him, and there's no one there. She is also she does have certain abilities, I guess, if you want to call it that. My mother gets premonitions. So anyway, so at a very young age, I was exposed to this. I come from a family of non-believers in these types of things, heavily religious. But fortunately for me, my mom and my dad also, they never really forced religion down mine and my brother's throats. They kind of just let us be kids, grow up with our own ideas, and then later on my mom tried, but it was too late. And that was very fortunate for me because then I was allowed to grow up with thinking outside of religion and the teachings in the Bible. And I can say that I never really agreed with everything I read in the Bible. I did go to church here and there, and I didn't agree with what was said and what was being preached to the masses. It just didn't add up to me. I knew that God was a very loving God and that he was not to be feared. Never fear God. This is what I believed growing up. And now I realize it's all part of the control system. Anyway, without getting too much into like agendas, this is just an introduction. And so that was my journey growing up. And as I got older, it became, like as a teenager, I started just wondering more about the afterlife, what happens after we die. And then that escalated to, are we the only ones here in this universe? So that sparked my interest in the cosmos. So pushing forward to a couple years ago, I read a book by Annie Kagan. It's called, I believe, The Afterlife of Billy Fingers. That was her brother who had passed, and she connected with him through meditation, and they wrote this book together about what happened to him in the afterlife from the moment he died. That just really sparked something in me, and it kind of confirmed just about everything, like my belief system growing up outside of religion. I developed my own belief system of what I thought, I guess you can call it the rules of the universe or whatever, the laws of the universe. were. And anyway, that book confirmed a lot of my theories of what happens, answered a lot of questions. So that interested me more into reading those types of books, like the New Age books. Another book that I read that was very instrumental to me was by Rosalind McKnight. I believe she only had 2 books. I read both of them. That just solidified my belief in the afterlife and that we are not alone here in the universe. I've always thought that. I've always known that it's just really selfish of us to think that we are alone in this universe, that it's all ours. So anyway, so after reading these books, there are more. If I think of them, I'll mention it. I researched YouTube I got into meditation. A friend of mine introduced me to meditation, and this wasn't really a new concept to me. It's just I believed before that it wasn't for me. Like, I couldn't quiet down my mind. My mind is just loud and it's just ongoing all the time, and I didn't think I can quiet it down enough to achieve meditation. So anyway, I went on YouTube and researched meditation tones or whatever. I got into toning sounds. That helped me out a lot in quieting down my mind. It takes time. I had to learn to be patient. And another thing that helped me was listening to alpha, delta, theta waves. That helped a lot with my meditation, and I started experiencing certain things during my meditation. I didn't know if it was my guides helping me. Someone was helping me. So I came across Jim Charles, his YouTube channel, and I believe he channeled the first video I saw. I think he channeled Yeshua. I saw that and I was like, wow, maybe I can do that. I don't know. And then I came across Ivan Teller's channel, and he was just channeling all kinds of beings, alien beings, and that also, like, I resonated with that, and that just confirmed my belief that we are not alone. There's so much more out there. I was hooked. I was interested. So I found out that he does private sessions, Ivan Teller. So I booked one with him to connect with my guide. And my guide, I asked my guide, have I channeled? This is what happens in my meditations. Can you confirm that I channeled? And he did. He confirmed that and so much more, because I was also hearing voices in my head, and I was like, at that time, like, am I crazy? What's going on? And anyway, I'm not crazy. That was confirmed. And so that also, like, the confirmations that I got from my guides built up my confidence in channeling. And it just made it all real. It made it all real. It changed my reality completely. So I got into channeling after that. I was more aware of what was around me, who or what was around me. I started communicating with these beings. And I was guided to document this journey of my channeling from start to where I am now and ongoing. And I did this, and this was done because more channelers are going to be coming out this year and the year to come to put information out. And those like me who were really terrified and shy to do this in public needed to be encouraged. So I became that tool along with others, I'm sure. So I wanted to put my journey, regardless of how terrified I was, out there, and in hopes that it will help somebody and encourage someone just like me, who is supposed to channel, who wants to channel, to put themselves out there. So I just started practicing and putting my videos out there, and the more I practiced, the more I got confident. and I received guidance from the community as well. Everyone was just so welcoming and so gracious. So I learned some of my techniques from these channelers, and that's what brings me to where I am today. And so these messages that I channel, I do ask to be a part of it slightly, not in a way that I interfere with the messages, because that is in my routine, not to interfere with the messages. But what I do ask for is a download before I channel, so I know what I'm channeling, the information I'm channeling. And in that case, I'm also growing along with you all. I'm receiving the messages too. So that's the beauty in all of this. I don't know it all. The information that comes to me is brand new to me. So it's exciting for me as well. So I am growing along with you all, and that is so beautiful to me. I feel like now I finally found the purpose of life, at least my mission in life. Which is to bring these messages out to help and assist with the awakening, to heal. And so my life has changed. And another thing that I did in this journey was I had to give up a lot of the bad habits that I had. Not that I was a drinker, but I did drink, and that stopped. Not completely. I do drink on occasion, but I find that when I stay away from that drinking, it helps me connect when I channel. So I would never have a drink and channel. That just will not work for me. I also changed my diet, but that happened last year. I gave up meat and chicken, so I'm a pescatarian now, working my way to veganism, and that also had changed me a whole lot. It changed my thought process. The more you are aware of what you put in your body, a certain level of awareness comes to you. And I remember having my awakening. I can't remember when it was, but I think it had to be early on this year before I started channeling. I just woke up one morning with immense gratitude for humanity, for animals, for nature, for God, for aliens, for the angels, for creation altogether. I just fell in love with everything, fell in love with my life. It was so hard. It was not hard, but it was just overwhelming. I thought my heart was going to explode, and I believe that was my awakening moment. And then I just started channeling more and more after that, connecting, became more aware of what's around me, and I would hear these beings, the aliens and the spirits and the divine beings. And it started out with me hearing them in my own voice, and then gradually I would hear them in their voice. And it's just all beautiful. Fear went away, doubts went away. And that is my journey to where I am today. And I just want to thank all of you for joining me in this journey. I love you all very much. Blessings to all of you, and welcome to my channel. Thank you.